Okay guys, we have tonight the Celestron 8 SE on the EQ6. This is a newer SCT. Now we have an older model, Meade LX10 EMC on an EQ6. These two mounts should hold these guys very easy. They've been out here for, I would say, minimum an hour, maybe an hour, 15 minutes. I've already balanced them. Let's just put on the dew shields. And I'm not sure if you can see Saturn right there, above that tree. So that's it. Let's give these a go. And I know one of you has asked, so let's do it. Will a new SCT be any different really than an older SCT of about 20 years? My thinking right now, I'll give a prediction, is that I don't think so. I think it's going to be virtually the same. I don't think coatings, newer coatings versus older coatings, really does that big of a deal. They're both 8-inch SCT, so they collect the same light gathering power. They're the same focal length, same focal ratio. Made by two different companies. So to me, my prediction is it's going to be very minor, if even that. Just a couple bugs out here, but that's the way it goes. So, and they're on rock solid mounts. You know, this guy's like what, 11 pounds? EQ6 is more than enough to handle that. Same with this guy. So anyway, let's just give it a go and see what happens. Okay, so I moved the camera from over there to over here because over here there's that street light and it's causing a glare. So I'm too close to that wall to go this way, so it's hopefully this is the best angle I can get. Okay, so right now we're at, I'm using a 32 millimeter Palazzo with a 2000 millimeter. It means we're at 62.5, so let's say 63 power. I see Saturn still behind the telescope. You're a little closer to me, but I don't know if that street light's gonna be glaring. Okay, at 63 power, Saturn's rings is this way, and I can easily see Titan. But actually, I see another moon on the other side. I don't know what it is, unless I get a map in a book type of thing. You can see the ring, but it's really not much else to see. So let's switch to this guy. I'm going to be using the same eyepiece, so that way there's no difference. Okay, so I found it, but this finder scope that I have in here, I didn't even align it. I put a 56 millimeter eyepiece just to find it. Now let me put on 32. So I see the two moons, easy on this one too. I see Saturn, I see the ring. Now I'm just going to switch back to that one. Again, same eyepiece, same power. And let me see, can I see anything different? I mean, looks okay sharp, but let's go back to this one. You know, at 62 power, I don't see much difference. So why don't we try something else? A higher power and see if that helps. Let me get my Nagler 13. So 2000 millimeter divided by 13 millimeter. Okay, we're going to be 154 power, so that's a good jump. So this time let's start on this one. We started on that one with the low power. Let's start on this one. Okay, it's still in the same field of view. They had enough cool down time. At 100 and whatever I said, 54 power or whatever. It's okay. Normally, as you guys know, when I do planets, strictly I was using pretty much 99% my refractors. It's somewhat sharp, but I have a feeling if I brought out one of my refractors, it would be sharper. But anyway, it's not about the refractor today. Let me focus. I mean, at medium power, I kind of do see like 4 stars align the plane of the ring. 2 of them are easy and then 2 are kind of faint. And I also see it on here as well. I even thought I saw it on this one at the lower power, at the 54 power or whatever that was. Yeah, it's about the same. Okay, we need to try higher power. Okay, so I'm gonna put my 4000 series Meade ultra wide angle, which was the Japan made, not the 5000 series. So we're gonna go 2000 millimeter divided by 6.7 gets us, okay, 299 power. Okay, the planet is still in the field of view, even though I doubled. And because the mount is tracking, I'm not losing it. Let me just adjust give me a second. Okay, I can see those stars a little bit brighter now at 300 power. Okay, I mean, that looks okay. Okay, let's try this guy. Let me just move it. Perfect. Okay, it looks okay. Okay, what would happen? I mean, it can't do any more cool down time. It's already been close to an hour and a half by now. 2000 millimeter focal length divided by, if I use the 4.7, gets us to 425. I think that's going to be overkill on the viewing tonight, but I'm just going to give it a shot. Let's see what happens. But you know, I'm not seeing any detail as far as like no Cassini division gap, no gap between the planet and the ring. I'm almost positive that when I'm using, I just used my ASCAR 140, it was sharper. Now of course, because I'm not using it tonight, it could be tonight's atmosphere seeing is worse. It's a big Saturn again. I can see the moons, you can see the rings almost edge on. Again, no Cassini division, no division between the planet and the ring, the gap they got there. So I'm gonna back it back down to 299 power. I'd rather have it sharper right now than bigger. I mean, it's okay. Beginners might say like, wow, that's pretty big, that's pretty nice, but they have no idea how nice it can be, right? So let's go back on this one. If you wait for that millisecond and you keep studying, I do feel like it sharpens, but it's just for like millisecond or two, and then it fuzzy again. So it's like the turbulence is kind of wavy. Hopefully that makes sense. Do one more time. Okay, so I think I can clearly say I really don't think there's any difference between a newer SCT versus maybe one that's around 20 years old. If you take good care of it and the coatings are still good, it's a sealed unit. So my SCTs, I almost never, after 16 years or 20 years, you never have to clean that mirror. So I really am gonna say, I know it's just Saturn. I mean, the moon is not out right now. Jupiter is still like 3.5 now. It's probably 3:30. It's probably like 4 hours from now. It's a work night, so there's no way I can stay that late. But just on a test of Saturn, brightness seems about the same. Sharpness seems about the same. I don't see any difference I don't see a better resolution or contrast. Now, this year I am a little bit disappointed because since the rings are edge on, what I used to do is when they were more face on, look at the Cassini division, see if you can detect it and by how much. Is it more blacker than a different telescope, that gap? Then look at the disk of the Saturn and then the ring around it. Look at that space in between the disk and the ring. Can you see it clear and is it nice sharp? I used to look at like that as well. Obviously with this, it's can't tell. So this year and probably next year is not going to be the greatest time, I think, for Saturn. Jupiter might be okay, but as far as just sharpness and the difference between, I don't think there's really any difference in a new and old. Grab whatever you see. If you see a used one and you want to stick to that, then go ahead. But as far as I'm concerned, right now, I really don't see anything. Now, maybe if I were to test 10 different things, maybe the Orion nebula or something like that. But from this Bortle Zone 8, and there's not much to look at. But what we are testing it on today on the same night, same cool down, same eyepiece, same power, there's really no difference. I don't see any difference in that. So I'm just going to say I think it's exactly the same. Anyway, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next video. If you guys know anybody getting into the hobby, share my YouTube channel with them. If you guys are on the forums and maybe somebody has asked a question like this, share this video with them if you don't mind. And I do have a members video where once a month I do a video just for the members. I don't let it go public because that's what they pay for, and it's only 99 cents a month. So you get, for that, you're helping the channel grow, you're helping that few little cents that come through. It's helping me purchase stuff so I can always do these tests to show you guys. But again, if you'd like to join that members, it's 99 cents a month. If you can't afford it, don't want to, no problem. But anyway, guys, why not you? Why not me?